War das jetzt aber nicht geplant. Gut. Aber Tür antreten. Moin, Leute. Wir haben mehr oder weniger deine... mehr oder weniger deine Waage zusammengebaut.
Did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Das war entspannt. Ich brauche Fertigkeitspunkte. Los, gib mir mehr.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbricois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbricois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Ja, nie. Okay, bevor wir das machen, wir haben ja noch Post gekriegt. Moment. Bevor wir dann nach Nordstedt gehen, das machen und dann gehen wir erstmal nach Delemil. Dann, ach, guck mal, da gibt es auch noch eine Mission für uns. Ach du Scheiße. Du willst es aber wissen, du, ne? Eine inständige Bitte. Von wem denn? Lord Rossfield, ich bin bitte untertätigst um Verzeihung für diese überraschende und ungehörige Nachricht. Bedauerlicherweise bin ich durch äußere Umstände gezwungen, mich umgehend um Beistand zu bemühen und kann mich in dieser Angelegenheit einzig an euch wenden. Lord Byron hat mich mit einer höchst verzwickten Aufgabe betraut und ich befürchte, ich werde seine hohen Erwartungen mitnichten erfüllen können, da ich über einen entscheidenden Mangel an materialischer Veranlagung verfüge. Ich bin lediglich ein gewöhnlicher Hausdiener, kein Söldner. Meine Kraft genügt für die Verwaltung eines Anwesens, doch leider nicht, um mich in zwielichtige Gassen mit Banditen auseinanderzusetzen. Wenn ihr so gütig wärt, mich in Marthas Rast aufzusuchen, werde ich euch die Einzelheiten meiner misslichen Lage darlegen. Rutherfords bitte nachkommen. Ja. Seneschall seiner Lordschaft Byron Rosfield. Okay, ja.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Nehmen wir mit. Gut. Okay. Erst nach Nordstedt. Darf ich gar nicht. Okay, heißt, wir müssen erst Story weitermachen. Also wahrscheinlich erst ins neue Gebiet und dann dürfen wir verreisen. Achso, ja gut, da können wir ja auch von hier aus, ne? Gut, okay, ihr habt mich überzeugt, wir gehen erst dahin. Und dann wird die Karte freigeschaltet, richtig?
It's like a dream.
Ja, schön.
The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Nee. Wir erstmal andere Sachen machen, ne? Haha, ausgetrickst. Oh, guck mal, hier gibt es auch eine Mission dann. Gut, wir gehen erstmal nach Nordstedt. Das System gedribbelt einfach. Haha. Anders hinsetzen. Ganz dringend anders hinsetzen. Huch. Schmeiß den Controller noch fast weg hier. Okay. Lol, okay, begleitet uns jetzt echt. Okay. Einmal durch Nordstedt durch und dahin auf der anderen Seite.
Nothing like a little unrest.
Weg, ich muss hier durch.
There were ghosts at the gates, not days.
You needn't fret.
The creatures
Guten Tag.
That's what the captain said.
So, Rosi. Mehr.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Den Drachen habe ich gefunden. Wird auch gleich ein Begrüßungskomitee.
This must be our wyvern. All right, let's get this over with.
Kopf runter. Junge. Doch schon übertreibt einfach, ey. Puff. So, der ist futsch. Sehr schön.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Da vorne.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
So, dann hätten wir die erledigt, die Nebenaufgabe. Dann geben wir ihr das mal ab. Erstmal die Liste abarbeiten. Glaube ich besser.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Naja, es sieht zumindest schon mal appetitlicher aus als
And here we have
das vom
it.
letzten Mal.
Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Schmeckt wohl nicht.
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavor and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Ach, warum ist er dann halb verreckt erst? Hallo? Eieieiei. Boah, alle nicht mehr ganz sauber hier. Gut. Dann nach Delamil. Einmal mit Götti sprechen. Delamil ist hier unten.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Naja, da ist er ja.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Charon's been selling steel to whoever'll pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Charon hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Das ist eine sehr
Good
gute Frage.
question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
So. In die Richtung. Hier einfach. Aber ich weiß jetzt schon, wenn ich hier dann irgendwann mal durch bin, also so viel kann es ja eigentlich nicht mehr sein, was fehlt. Letzte Kristall, wie gesagt, und dann wird halt der ganze Ultima-Quark wahrscheinlich dann kommen.
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping.
Die werden mir hier alle echt fürchterlich fehlen.
What a mess.
Also, Clive wird mir irgendwie fehlen, glaube ich. Ich habe leider diese beschissene Angewohnheit, sage ich jetzt einfach mal, dass mir Hauptcharaktere zu sehr ans Herz wachsen. Und dann, wenn ich ein Spiel beendet habe, dann sitze ich dann immer da und denke mir so, oh,
Come on.
bin ich richtig, richtig traurig immer. Hä? Oh, hä? Bin ich doof? Ja, ich bin doof. Denkt euch nichts bei. Deswegen, also,
No need to ride from here.
er wird mir hier sehr, sehr fehlen. Was ich jetzt schon. Hier ist ausgehen. Hier muss ich raus.
You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Good girl.
So.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Ja, versuch mal.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Ich wundere, wenn jetzt hier irgendwie mal so Cutscenes oder Brabbelszenen oder so kommen, dass ich da mal mucksmäuschen still bin. Das bedeutet, ich knabber nebenbei still und habe mich an einer Käsebrotstange. Die haben mich eben die ganze Zeit schon wieder so angelacht und das habe ich eben, wo sie mit dem da geredet haben.
Oh, you've done it now.
Also nicht wundern.
Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwin finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Charon's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwin wanted him to get to Charon. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Oh je.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Lord!
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Charon. But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goose, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
Okay, ich dachte, ich muss jetzt kämpfen.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, wise words. And now, it's time to collect. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Charon.
Okay. Charon ist wieder im Versteck, nehme ich an, ne?
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Ich habe auch nichts anderes erwartet. Okay. Oh, ich habe immer das Schokobelied eigentlich im Kopf. Ah. Okay, kannst du das in unser Zimmer angucken.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
Räuchergefäß aus Übersee. Ein reich verziertes Räuchergefäß aus Charons Heimat, welches sie Clive zum Dank für seine Hilfe bei der Wiederherstellung ihres guten Rufs geschenkt hat. Laut der myrrischen Ladenbesitzerin hält ein mit Kräutern und Ambra gefülltes Räuchergefäß nicht nur Insekten und die Pest fern, sondern schützt auch vor Dieben und Dämonen, lindert alle Arten von Beschwerden und zieht obendrein Liebe und Glück an. Ja. Schön. So, dann haben wir jetzt noch den Diener auf Reisen. Bevor wir da aber hinreisen, würde ich einmal eine klitzekleine Pause machen. Dann kann ich nämlich noch ein paar Käsestücken knabbern. Und dann geht's hier gleich weiter, würde ich sagen. Okay, bis gleich.